everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're brand new, my name is Siezaboo. I open up Pokemon cards, I do different types of travel videos, and this video is pretty special. We've been opening up Pokemon cards for 3 years now on the channel, and today I'm going to be showing off my entire Pokemon card collection. We've got 4 big binders of cards, and first, before we begin, I want to thank each and every one of you for supporting the channel, whether you come from Instagram or you found me on one of my live streams or videos on YouTube. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart. All right, we've got a ton of Pokemon cards to get through, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so you all have probably seen this binder before. If you haven't, be sure to check out the earlier collection videos. I will leave a link in the description below for those, or you'll probably see them popping up as little banners in the corner of the video. But we are going to go back in time and take a look at where it all began on the channel. Now, as far as me showing off clips, I will probably only show off a couple of clips of me pulling my favorite cards, but we're going to try to get to the later or newer binders so that you all can see some of the awesome recent cards that I've been able to add to the collection. Opening it up, we are greeted with Dragonite and Shaymin. My favorite Pokemon card of all time is on this page, and it happens to be the Dragonite V from Evolving Skies. It is the alternative art and one of the 2 only alternative arts that I've been able to actually pull out of Evolving Skies. You can catch me pulling this card here. So believe it or not, I actually said 4th. This is actually our 5th, so you know, after doing it so many times, it's like, yeah, you know, we already know what's in it. So here's your code. 1, 2, 3. But with so many already being on the channel now, I'm really hoping for a really good card. Moon and Sun Badge, Powdon, Toy Catcher, Hippopotas, Zorora, Psyduck, Rufflet, Drowsy, a reverse full face guard, and on the end. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm recording it! Oh my gosh! I actually pulled the Dragonite! I pulled the Dragonite! This is an $80 card, and I pulled it. It was the first pack. I knew there was something good in this, and I pulled it. Oh! Sorry, this is crazy. I'm probably embarrassing myself. Oh, this doesn't feel real. Oh my gosh. But I could not believe that I had pulled that card. In fact, after I had to cut the clip, I was basically screaming, jumping around, and it wound up actually still becoming my favorite Pokemon card of all time. I actually left me a little note inside the card, or whoever gets my collection later on down the road, just kind of explaining how much the card means to me and really, you know, why I began my Pokemon card collecting journey. So we're going to put you up for safekeeping, and we're going to move right along to one of my next favorite cards, which is the Shaymin EX. This is out of a collection set out of X and Y, and it was actually one of the last promos to come out of the X and Y era. But I mean, just look at this card. It's got Skyform Shaymin and Mega Rayquaza going at it. It really reminds me of my favorite Pokemon spin-off series, Mystery Dungeon. I love Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, and it's really what got me into Shaymin in the first place. We've got some regular Shaymins sitting there beside this one, and then when you flip over to the next page, even more Shaymin, and then we're moving on to Umbreon. I was actually able to pull the Umbreon Gold Star out of my Celebrations birthday stream. By the way, do check out that stream too if you've got the time. We were pulling so many things, it was crazy. I was screaming up and down, left and right, and it was one of the first like live stream card openings that I've done, and I've really been thinking about doing more on the channel too. Let me know if you want to, you know, watch me open cards live. But Umbreon Gold Star, I remember when everybody was freaking out about that card, I was super excited that I was able to pull it. And then the only other Evolving Skies alternative art hit that I've been able to get is the Umbreon V. By the way, I said that I liked this card more than the Moonbreon before this card blew up, okay? Okay? All right. You all can catch me pulling this card here. Well, thank you all so much for the support. I greatly appreciate it. The next video that comes out after this video will be my binder will be my binder. So collection thing. So wish me luck, guys. Let's get something good. Please, let's get something good. Don't let this be a dud. Ice Cube, Full Face Guard, Hypno, Teddy Ursa, Kroganol, Nickit, Dweeble, Rufflet, a Reverse Swablu. Very nice card to have. The last card is... Oh my god! Oh my god! No! You're kidding me! You're kidding me! You're kidding me! We pulled an alternative art Umbreon as our last card. What a way to end the year! Let's go! Oh, and by the way, if you're wondering about the green nails, it's because I had just come home from TechoCon in Pittsburgh and I was cosplaying as Enlightened Byleth. So that explains the green nails. And I mean, it was literally the last pack of the night and I was just like, I have not pulled a single thing really. And then lo and behold, the last pack had the Umbreon V. Couldn't even believe it. Moving on, we have more Celebrations hits. I was able to pull the Blastoise and the Charizard, and a good friend gave me Venusaur. We've got some Evolving Skies Evolution cards, except for this middle card. Once again, Celebrations. My favorite Celebrations promo. I mean, Dark Sylveon, you would never expect such a cute and adorable Pokemon to be evil, but look at the eyes. Oh my gosh. I really hope that this card goes up in price one day, just because A, it needs to be more appreciated, and B, I can brag that I have the card in my collection. We have more Evolving Skies Evolution Vs on here, and then one of the very first sets that I opened up on the channel, I actually only opened up one box of Champion's Path, but then really the first major set on the channel that we opened was Battle Styles. So we have all of the Battle Styles cards here. I remember pulling the Tyranitar V. All right, we're moving on to our first pack. We're gonna knock all the Battle Styles out of the way and see what we get, since there's not too much I want with Battle Styles. So, sorry I left my watch on. Here is the code for you all. 1, 2, 3. Energy. Alrighty, here we go. Buffalant, Urn of Vitality, Spupa, Glammeow, Corphish, Scatterbug, Cubone, Murkrow, a Reverse Salazzle on the... Oh my freaking gosh! Oh my gosh! You're freaking kidding me! Oh my god! Well, you're looking at my second rarest card. I'm lightheaded, I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god! I had actually pulled that out of the Charizard Reshiram box that had come out. It was like a tag team box that had come out and I couldn't even believe it. I mean, look at Pignite in the corner. I just love the attention to detail in these cards. Another one too, which is from, I believe the same set, or maybe it's Chilling Reign, I don't know, is Empoleon V. We have Mindfu and Phalanx fighting alongside Empoleon. Just the art of this card is so good, so good. Then you'll kind of start seeing a lot of Shining Fates cards as well. And then we're going to continue on. Here is a majority of the Chilling Reign cards. But this Chilling Reign card actually came from, once again, our celebration stream. We pulled the Articuno V alternative art. Really, really adorable. And I didn't even notice. There's like a rufflet in the corner right here if you all didn't notice that. And that's actually the first time that I'm noticing that. Again, more wonderful detail in these cards. My favorite out of the three is actually Galarian Zapdos V. It was actually a gift and I had been begging for someone to get it for me. And I got this card still when it was around $80. And of course, you all are probably wondering, where's the Moltres V? I don't have it yet. I'm still trying to get the Blaziken V alternative art, and I'm still trying to get the Moltres. So let me know if you all want to trade. I may have some things to trade up, and I really want to try to add those to my collection. But moving along, you all can pause to kind of take a look at these. We've just got more regular Vs. Some of my favorites, I'll just kind of shout out the Dragavolt V. I've put that in the short before just because I really like the art of it. And then we have some more kind of theme going on here, like Purple Ghosts. We've got Mimikyu V, we've got Gengar EX, and here's another one of the promo cards that came out of that X and Y set. I mean, oh my gosh, it's Yveltal and Gardevoir using some type of psychic move. Really cool. I wish we had more cards that looked like this, and maybe we'll go back to those types of styles one day. We've got more regular Vs on the side. Another one of my favorites, Ampharos. We've got Victini, and then we're just continuing on. And then we kind of hit into the GXs, and this is where you can tell I kind of had to start buying a little bit of the cards because there was no way I could pull some of the older sets because of the cost. Another underappreciated card right here, Dedenne GX. I couldn't even believe it was only maybe like $3 when I got it. I mean, the art is adorable, and you've got another Dedenne hiding in the corner. Dedenne is an underappreciated Pika clone. I really, really, really love Dedenne. I love the shiny too. It's really cute. We've got Surfetched. We've got more Celebrations cards right here, Reshiram and Zekrom. By the way, too, if you're wondering what order I put my cards in, it's usually the order in which I get the card, and then I will also kind of group Pokemon together. So the binder is not really in any particular order other than, okay, I collected these cards my first year, I collected these cards my second year, I collected these cards my third year. Right here, this is kind of where we branch off from the regular Vs. I remember when I got this card, it is from Pokemon, the first movie. No, I wish I had gotten it when it first came out, but I didn't. I actually got this card in Arizona, and I didn't even know that that Dragonite card existed, so I kind of put it in the back more with the retro cards. And then here are just some more Celebrations cards. And then I also pulled a Nidoking out of the Generation set. That is the only pull I've been able to get. And then we start hitting into the V unions when they kind of started doing that again. So we've got Zacian and Zamazenta on one page, and then boom, we're hit with the Pikachu collection. This is one of my favorite pages. We've got the Pikachu V union with all different types of Pikachus, and then just some random like other holos of Pikachu. Of course, one of my favorite Pikachus is from the Celebration stream when I pulled the birthday Pikachu on my birthday. We're going to keep on going, and now we're greeted with, once again, the two major V unions to come out of the last gen. One card in particular that I do want to talk about is not even a Pokemon TCG card. It's the Shadow Mewtwo from the Wii U Pokken game, Pokken Tournament. Yes, this is an actual amiibo. I didn't know where else to put it. I mean, I know that we'll probably never see Shadow Mewtwo again. I'm really hoping that they actually create an official TCG card of him. So I was like, why not just stick him in my binder? Because I didn't know where else to put him. So he's in the corner over here. And then we hit one of my favorite pages ever. I got all these tag team cards before the price hike. So some of my favorites include the Raichu and the Alolan Raichu. I'm still trying to find the alternative art. I had no idea it was going to go up in price like that. And then the Rowlet, the Alolan Exeggutor. We've got Megalopony and Jigglypuff. I remember getting the Gengar and the Mimikyu for around, I want to say $25, which was crazy. The Naganadel and Guzzlord, the Sylveon and Gardevoir. All of these cards just really good. I love tag teams. I really hope that they bring them back one day. It would be so cool. So after all the regular Pokemon, then I start to kind of group the trainers together. Some of my favorite trainer cards, Jesse and James from Hidden Fates. I was really never able to open up anything from Hidden Fates just because the set is just so expensive, but it's also really good. So maybe one day on the channel, we'll probably get some Hidden Fates packs and open them up, but from the time being, we pretty much just bought all of the cards. And then of course we have Gladion. I love this card too. Just the clash of the pink, purple, blue thing going on. Really cool. Love Gladion. He needs more love. And then we've got some regular trainer cards over here. Flipping over to the next page, we've got some of like they're trainer cards mixed in with regular cards, but I like to also group trainer and Pokemon in their own category. How is definitely one of my favorites because it's one of the very few Alolan Raichu cards that are in existence, besides the alternative art with the tag team that I want to try to get. So we have How and Alolan Raichu. We've got the Piplup. I think I only got this card for $10. The Mimikyu with Acerola. Another underappreciated card that I think is really cool is Blacksmith with the Blacksmith and Emboar. It's like one of the few times we kind of really see Emboar in a full art card. We've got another promo from Celebrations, which is Lance's, I was going to call him Leon, Lance's Charizard V. And then, of course, this adorable Gladion Silvally GX card. It's so cute. He's giving him good pets because he's a good boy. Next up, we have all of the rainbows. By the way, one of the very first cards that I was able to pull on the channel. I remember being so excited, not even knowing what I was pulling. It was Pierce Rainbow. It actually kind of makes that card more memorable too, because rainbows don't exist anymore. So yeah, it's a little bit special. Then I had to kind of buy some rainbows. I bought the Lapras GX and the Mawile. I think only $5 a piece, the Naganandel, and then we have the, in Japanese, the V-Star, Decidueye Hisuian, Decidueye. I've got some golds. Oh my goodness, I remember when I pulled the shiny golden Mew. It was crazy. And yet I couldn't pull a Venusaur. I don't know why, but yeah, it's definitely it is my favorite golden card, actually. Then we have Octillery, and we've got some energy golds. I only have a couple of breaks in the collection. Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of breaks as of late. I don't know what's happened to them. I just don't think that people maybe like them, or maybe they're more expensive. I have no idea. But usually what we'll do at the end of each binder is a whole shiny collection. So here's a bunch of shinies. Some of my favorites, the Fowlings, the Naganandel. I think I got that from Steel City Con in Pittsburgh. And then we have a lot of our baby shinies. Oh, let's not forget, I love Altaria. By the way, there was a short that I just came out with Pokemon Sleep. Shiny Swablu really attracts to me. My first Pokemon in Pokemon Go, shiny Pokemon, was a Swablu. Then I get a shiny Swablu in Sleep, and then I was out and I found a shiny Altaria. So maybe shiny Swablu Altaria needs to just be added permanently to my team. But we have more shinies from Sword and Shield. We have the Greninja Gold Stars from Celebrations. And then just more baby shinies. We've got the Applin, the cute little Rowlet, and Frostmoth, of course, one of my favorites. And then on the end, we're ending the first binder with more shinies. All right, let's go ahead and move on to binder 2. Binder 2 has a little bit more going on. I think that everybody has pretty much seen this binder before, almost to its fullest. So it has Mewtwo on the front, and when you open it up, yes, we've got more Evolving Skies. Some of my favorite Evolving Skies promos. I know in Japan you had to pull them, but in America we got a collection set of Vaporeon, Jolteon, and Flareon. But this first card up here is actually a little special. I had Pokemon Legends ordered on Play Asia, and it came all the way from Japan. So I have a Japanese promo from Pokemon Legends, and then I have the English card right beside it. One of the very few times that I have like dual cards, like back to back like that are pretty much the same but in a different language. So which one is my favorite? My favorite card right here is Vaporeon VMAX. I love the detail again. We have two Melodics in the background. First time noticing two Melodics. Frillish and probably Feebas swimming in behind there, and a Horsey, a little tiny Horsey. I love it. Oh, and then Wishy Washy, I think, is the other one. So yeah, we've got a whole bunch of water Pokemon and a huge giant Vaporeon. It's adorable. My second favorite would probably have to be the Jolteon V, and then the Flareon V as my third favorite. So moving right along, we've got some more. Remember that first theme with Dragonite and Shaman going on in the first binder? I did it again, technically, in the second binder. Oh my gosh, Lilligant V. I remember Lilligant V. So cool. It's got a Basculegion hiding under the ice, which took me forever to realize was there. And then we've got a Hisuian Quillfish. I wasn't able to pull anything out of Fusion Strike. I'm never able to pull anything out of Fusion Strike. So I went and purchased the Inteleon V from my travel video to Thunder over Louisville. It was from a really good card store called Through the Decades. And they had pretty much every Pokemon card you could possibly think of. Any condition, they would give you a good deal. Every time I go back home, I think about that card store, and it's funny because right before I moved, that's when I found the card store. So that's like one thing that I miss about home that I didn't know existed, was a really cool card store that was only maybe like 30 or 40 minutes away from where I lived. We've got Break Dancing Greninja, definitely one of my favorite cards from Fusion Strike. Underappreciated too. I think I recently only got that card for about $20. I remember when it costed more than that. We were also able to pull the Charizard VMAX one time, which I couldn't even believe. Kind of like Max Mofo, we're missing the rainbow. So I'm going to try to hunt down the rainbow Charizard VMAX. Wish me luck. We've got Blastoise VMAX and Venusaur VMAX, and then Celebi V alternative art. I love that card so much. Once again, I think I only got that for about $20. Moving along, we've got some more stuff going on here. Noivern V I got from TechoCon. Metachan V is another alternative art. Greedent, and then we have some level X's going on. Here's another card too from Battle Styles, and we're going to keep flipping, and this is kind of where we get Mew and Mewtwo themed. I remember when I pulled the Mewtwo V from Go, and I remember when it was a big card, and I was out recently and I saw it for as low as like $20, and I was like, wow. I remember when this card was like $60, $70 to try to get, but I pulled it, I think, right as it was coming out, so it was a very nice surprise to kind of see that I had it. And then we've got Lucario, and then we've kind of got some more like Legends themed cards going on, and we've got a whole page dedicated to Alolan Executor with a little bit of Melmetal. I love those Alolan Pokemon. I consider Melmetal an Alolan Pokemon because I know like in the Go Dex it's like region unknown, but hey, Ash had a Melmetal on his team, on his Alolan champion team, so I'm considering it an Alolan Pokemon. Once again, you can never go wrong with Pikachu, and then we've got Duraludon right here, and then more Evolution cards, some of my favorite cards too. And then Garantina, another mixture. We've got one more V Union. I think that we'll see one more V Union after this one. And then some more just regular Vs. But usually I will put all my favorite cards in the front, and then we kind of just see the V Union cards in the back. Feel free to pause and kind of take a look at each one that I have. Some of my like regular favorite cards that I was able to get for not that much. The art on this Rayquaza EX, I cannot even believe it. I got it for like maybe $10, and I couldn't believe that it didn't cost more than that. So I really love like the dark lines, and he's getting ready to charge up a huge hyper beam and completely end the world. Ah, yes, Explorers of Sky, Rayquaza saving us with a hyper beam. We're almost done with this binder, and usually we're ending with shinies. So here is the rest of the shinies. A lot of these shinies are going to come from Go. We've got the Radiant Eevee, the Radiant Venusaur, the Radiant Blastoise, and the Radiant Charizard. And then I was out and I bought a Mega Gardevoir EX shiny. Rotom's definitely one of my favorites, Radiant Greninja. Oh, and by the way, this Shining Magikarp, it was actually the last card that I needed out of Celebrations, and I just decided to go ahead and group it with my shinies. And then on the back, we have just some normal cards. These cards right here came from, they were literally being used as a coaster by one of my relatives, and I was like, hey, can I have that? They're actually in really good condition. They came from the original, I think, con that they were from, which was San Diego Con all those years ago. So I couldn't even believe it when I saw them. I was like, yeah, can I have that? It was like, sure. But yeah, it's got like the regular date on it, everything from Wizards, so it's crazy. And then I remember when I got these Toys R Us cards, they were doing like a promotion. It was like Pokemon Day at Toys R Us, and I was like, I'm gonna get one. So I wound up getting the Pikachu and the Magikarp. And then of course, here's some last kind of promo holos from Go: Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. And then we have Pikachu. Then I have some of the stickers on this other binder, but that has been binder 2. Now let's go ahead and take a look at binder 3. You all have not seen most of this binder, and you're in for some awesome surprises. Welcome everybody to the third binder. Last time you saw this binder, I think that it was barely complete, so I am really excited to show you all. We've actually doubled on our collection since last time, so there's actually going to be a 4th binder after this, which is crazy. So opening this up are some of our biggest pulls. I'm going to actually show off the Mewtwo V-Star first because it was one of the most unexpected pulls, but it was one that I was really trying to get since I was actually able to secure a Charizard box, UMPC, I think UPC is what they were calling it, Ultra Premium Collection. Couldn't even believe that there's an abundance of those, but you can watch me pulling the Mewtwo V-Star here. And 2 packs of Crown Zenith. And here we go, Beads first pack. Let's make sure to get something out of this pack because Hop was not gracious at all. Here is the code for you all. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, and we have a V-Star on the end. Here we go. We've got Rescue Carrier, Pincurchin, Girafarig, Sunkern, Galarian Mr. Mime, Chatot, Kricketot, Pawniard. Oh my gosh, there it is! We pulled the Mewtwo V-Star! We've got it! No way! Oh my gosh, I remember someone on Instagram saying they hoped that I got it. And on the end, we have Rayquaza. Couldn't even believe it though that I was able to pull that because these two cards go really well together and I wanted to show them off. We're going to skip one of those big ones that you're seeing right here. And the next up, one of my favorite pulls was the Pikachu. And it's pretty much kind of like a farewell to the Sword and Shield era. I think it's a really cute card, all the colors. It's even got a little legends going on right here. But you can watch me pulling that card here. That is really awesome. I was not expecting that at all because Erica's invitation, I mean, I was just like, I'm probably going to have to wind up going out and buying that card because I didn't think I'd get it. But I've been having some really, really weird luck with 151. I don't know if you all saw that short, but I did manage to pull the Zapdos EX. I think this is probably going to be last opening or the opening before. And the Zapdos was upside down. And someone brought up a good point. What if the Zapdos was printed upside down? So, I don't know. Or maybe put in upside down? I don't know. But that's a really cool thing to think about. We've got Electabuzz. Oh my gosh. No way. Back-to-back magic. I never thought I'd get the Pikachu. And there it is. I got the Pikachu too. Yeah, I can see why people love these booster bundles. I've never had any luck until now. On the end, a cute Dragonite. And last but not least, the biggest heavy hitter on this page, which I couldn't, once again, even believe that I pulled, was the Lugia V. And you can watch me pulling that here. Silver Tempest again. And then we will finish everything off with Brilliant Stars. Here's the code. 1, 2, 3. Tossing the energy. Professor Leventon, Dracloak, Metang, Beldum, Stunfisk, Vulpix, Snorunt, Fletchling. We have a reverse Meditite. Oh, we just pulled the Lugia Altart V. We did not pull anything last box. And here it is. I can't even believe it. Out of the Sprigatito Paldea collection, we are holding the Lugia. What? Oh my gosh. Our first big pull of 2023. But this is definitely one of the most biggest unexpected pulls that I got. It was out of a random box. It had, I want to say, Silver Tempest in it, and it was just a random pack of Silver Tempest, and I pulled it, and boy, let me tell you, I was screaming. This really reminds me of Pokemon XD2. Oh my gosh, if that was Shadow Lugia, and it's like the cruise ship in the beginning, that would be such a really cool card. I've seen people alter the card to look like that before, but oh man, this is just such a good card too, and I couldn't even believe when I saw that when I pulled it. I think it was going for like $200, $300, so I'm sure this card will go up in price one day. Of course, some of our favorites from this time of collecting, I was really hunting for the Beedrill V because I think it's a really beautiful card. And then I love the promo that you get from Crown Zenith. And then I ordered Pokemon Scarlet in Japanese, so I got this promo as well for ordering it in Japanese. Also, I will go ahead and say too that Crown Zenith is my favorite set. I really love the art. I really love just the amount of pulls that you can get in it. And yeah, that's my opinion of which is my favorite Pokemon TCG set, if you didn't know. So back when I went home, I was looking for Evolving Skies alternative arts, and I did pick up the Glaceon in Japanese, I think for only around $30, which was not bad at all. Speaking of Glaceon, we've got some really cool V-Stars and just regular Vs of Glaceon coming up too, like this one, the Glaceon V-Star. Really, really cool. I remember pulling this card. It was a really great feeling. But out of the two, I gotta say that my favorite is actually the Leafeon V-Star. The card is beautiful, underappreciated. I think it was only like code 1, 2, 3. Energy, Salazzle, Dusclops, Matang, Baltoy, Galarian Meowth, Energy Retrieval, Shinx, Larvesta. We have the Leafeon V. Oh my gosh, is our first V-Star. Oh my gosh, it's such a pretty card, and I believe this is an alternative art as well. So this is a big hit. And on the end, we have Luxray. $20, $30 when I pulled it. But I remember when it first came out, people were like, I need this card. And just look at it, all the stuff going in the background. I love garden cards. They're really cool. Also, we kind of missed the card over here, the little cute Sylveon EX with Eevee. I think it's adorable. But we've also got some more pulls going on. We've got some legend stuff. I was able to pull the Dialga V. We're going to keep going, and we've got some more stuff going on. We have the Regigigas V-Star, which was one of the cards we were looking at for the longest time. We weren't able to pull it, so we went ahead and bought it. And then we have the Oxus. We've got more Dragonite. We've got Hisuian Zoroark, and I actually did have to buy the Hisuian Zoroark V card. I think I only got it for $15. I just couldn't pull it. There was no way that I could pull it. And then we've got Darkrai right here at the bottom. Then we've got Regieleki and Regidraco and a couple of Pikachu right here. I saw this Mewtwo EX while I was at ScottyCon and didn't know it existed, so I picked that up as well. It's got Magnezone, Chestnut in it, really cool, and Cresselia. I don't know where these themed Pokemon are coming from to put in the background of some of these cards, but really good choice. Like, it's underappreciated Pokemon to me. We have the Hisuian Samurott V and B-Star. We've got a cute Drapion Clay, and then we have Entei and Zamazenta V. We have some Zeraora, a little bit of Charizard, Glade. Also, this card right here, couldn't even believe when I actually saw it for the first time. I was like, this is some very interesting art. We're gonna get it. We're gonna add it to the collection, and we did. I wasn't able to pull it out of the original set that it was from, so we just went ahead and bought it. We've got some more regular Vs going on in the background. And after we get through really our regular Vs, this is where you'll start kind of seeing more clips as well. Manaphy EX, I remember seeing that for the first time. I was like, gotta have that one, put it in the collection. And then once again, as I said earlier, it starts to kind of trail off into a mix of GX and V cards. We've got a little bit of more right here. One of my favorites, Blastoise EX. I know that's from Generations, so I kind of just popped it there. We've got the Greninja GX from the Detective Pikachu movie. And then right now you'll start to notice that some of the cards are going to start being in Chinese, because I started opening sets in Chinese when the Chinese sets started coming out. So yeah, we're going to have a mixture of that going on too. We've got more going on. We've got the Conkeldurr V from Go, which is one of the last Go cards I think that you'll see in my collection. And I know this random Gorju buyer card is there. Trust me, it's there for a reason. There was actually no space in the binder, in my other binder left, so I went ahead and popped him right there just to kind of fill it up too. We've got a Blaziken GX in Chinese and a Marshadow GX in Chinese. And then this is kind of where it ends, and we start moving on to those newer cards that were introduced in Scarlet and Violet. So we've got the Koraidon and the Miraidon for them ETBs, and then Articuno, Zapdos, Moltres again. Some of my favorite cards on this page, the Goodra, the cute little Altaria, and then also Magnezone hard at work. Cloth too over there in the corner, and the Numel. Look at the face, it's so cute. Then I just maybe like 2 weeks ago, finished this page from Crown Zenith. I don't know why I wasn't able to pull all of them. I'd opened up so much Crown Zenith. I think I was missing like the Riolu, and I was missing the Mareep, but I was in the Duskull, and I was able to pull everything else, like Pikachu, and Riolu, and Swablu, and Duskull. So I kind of have this going on here, and then we have some of our really big hits starting. We'll go ahead and start with Miriam. I remember when I pulled Miriam, all I had to do was see the corner of the card, and I saw her. And you can watch me pulling her here. I am liking this new card smell though. I'm just wondering too how long the Scarlet and Violet era is going to go on for. I'm pretty excited for the DLC. And I know that we do have some new mons coming out, so that'll be cool. Flittle. Of an impossible shiny to find, by the way, when you're hunting. Dutch Buns. Team Star Grunt. Oh, I know what this is. I know what this is. I saw the bottom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I do not know what this is worth in English. Oh, I saw that corner and I was like, no way, did we just pull her? Here is all alternative art. Oh my gosh, that would have been crazy if I had pulled it in Japanese. Our end card's gonna be Siezaboo. Oh, it's so pretty. It's such a pretty card. Oh my gosh, I do not know how much this is worth. Oh my gosh, I'm freaking out. Our first big hit. Oh! Some of my most favorite trainer cards too were on this page. Another hit that we had gotten that I will be showing off. I remember when I pulled Penny for the first time, it was the first big hit that I got out of the Scarlet and Violet TCG set that was actually in Japanese. Watch me pull her here. I am liking this new card smell though. I'm just wondering too how long the Scarlet and Violet era is going to go on for. I'm pretty excited for the DLC. And I know that we do have some new mons coming out, so that'll be cool. Flittle. Of an impossible shiny to find, by the way, when you're hunting. Dutch Buns. Team Star Grunt. Oh, I know what this is. This is going to be a really big reaction. I know what this is. I know what this is. I saw the bottom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I do not know what this is worth in English. Oh, I saw that corner and I was like, no way, did we just pull her? Here is all alternative art. Oh my gosh, that would have been crazy if I had pulled it in Japanese. Our end card's going to be Siezaboo. A lot of these other cards too I kind of purchased, but another thing you all need to know about me is that I love the Friends In series, and we got Friends in Sinnoh, Friends in Galar, and then I kind of saw Adamant and Eardra in this set as well, so I put them there because there's just so many characters in the cards. And then of course Friends in Hisui. I love this card. It's adorable. It's like one of my favorites. Moving right along, we have more trainer cards. We have the Misfortune Sisters. Let's talk about this card for a minute, Wally, because I'm going through it right now with my playthrough of Emerald. Why isn't the overworld sprite for Wally in the original games? Why doesn't he have green hair? It really throws me off every time I see him. It's like, wait a minute, Wally, why don't you have your green hair, your iconic green hair? But we were able to pull Jacques off camera, and I think we pulled Corallus's Experiment multiple times, but I think the first time that we pulled it was off camera too. We've got Raihan, Kaboo, Grant. We've got a whole bunch of trainers going on here. And then we've got some of our villains and our professors. And then right here is one of the last V-Union cards that we'll see. I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to put in this space. I don't know what I'm going to put in this space. Actually, I do know. Hold on a second. We actually just recently bought Tulip, so you're going to watch me slide her in there for the first time. Boom. Now we've got little Tulip there to kind of fill up the last bit of this page. And speaking of this page still, we've got some of my favorite cards, and this is definitely my favorite like Hoenn type theme cards. We've got Groudon EX and Kyogre EX. I got them both on 2 separate occasions. I bought the Kyogre back from Thunder over Louisville. I bought the Groudon, I believe it's ScottyCon, or maybe it's the other way around, but I can tell you that these cards definitely came from those 2 conventions. We've got Professor Sycamore with the X and Y starter squad in there. Actually, it looks like it's just Chespin from what I'm seeing. It is. I know that there's a card where he has all 3 of the starters too. And then we have Trainer and Pokemon, so let's show off a little bit of these cards as well. I remember when I pulled the Starmie, I had just bought Starmie, okay? I think this is the card that I bought, but I actually wound up pulling it too, and you can watch me pull her here. Astral Radiance. And there's still quite a bit we can get from Astral Radiance. We definitely need the alternative arts, which would be really nice. But like I said, we don't really typically have good luck trying to get that. But all right. Paloswine, super effective glasses, Bronzong, Rowlet, Bronzor, Oshawott, Hoot Hoot, Kricketot. Oh my gosh! No! So, I mean, yes, but no, but you all don't know the backstory. So I have been wanting to pull this card forever, okay? And I never pulled it. So I went out and bought it literally for Black Friday. And here it is in front of us. We pulled the Starmie V. And on the end, we're going to have a hollow Miltank. That's so awesome, though, that we pulled her. But no. But yes, I don't know whether to be excited or not. Yeah, let's be excited. Let's just go ahead and decide we're excited. Yes! Another one of my favorite cards on this page. Of course, we've got the Blaziken and the Blaziken VMAX, which one of the two cards that I really wanted, because once again, it gives me the illusion that I'm going to maybe one day have the alternative art that I'm searching for from Chilling Reign. But Gardenia's Vigor is another beautiful card that we pulled. Let's watch me pull it here. If you all do remember, all repeats will go on the mat, and all new cards will go up above here. This is how we've been doing the formula lately, and I actually like it a lot. Here is the code for you all. We're going to do 1, 2, 3. Once again, energy, switch to the side. Here we go. But yeah, those are just my plans for the future, and I seriously want to thank everybody who has been massively supportive on Instagram, on YouTube. I seriously can't thank you enough. I didn't think I'd even make it past 1 subscriber, so there you go. Oh my goodness! Oh, alternative art, Gardenia's Vigor with the Bellossom. This is a brand new card. Oh, it's so beautiful. Wow, look at that. One of the, I guess, yeah, it's a trainer gallery. One of the trainers that we're missing. And on the end, we have Enamorus, but look at that. That is beautiful. Brand new card. Loving the art. But I really love the colors of this card, the Bellossom. It's really cool. Also, Sinnoh is one of my favorite regions. It actually is my favorite region. And then, moving on, we have the cards that tell a story. We've got Ralts, Kirlia, and Gardevoir EX. I think this card is so good. Just look at it. It's so good. It tells a story. I really love cards that tells a story. There's a Charizard Holo set that kind of tells a story too. I don't have those cards yet, but I'm thinking about picking them up soon. And then we have Corviknight, Corviknight VMAX, and Superior. We've got some Calyrex stuff going on, some Mawile with Bead. And then, once again, we move on to the trainer and Pokemon cards. Some of my favorites, once again, Altaria, and then we have the Wishy-Washy, and we've got Steelix. She's doing quite the smile there. I remember when I really wanted to pull Smeargle, too. We still need to kind of fill up this page as well. I think it's one of the last few blank slots that we have in this one. And then we have some more tag teams over here. I am missing the Darkrai and the Umbreons, but I do have the Espeon and the Deoxys, so we still have some Charizard Reshiram. We pulled the Snorlax and the Eevee in Chinese. And speaking of Chinese, you're going to watch me pull this awesome Blastoise Rainbow GX card in Chinese here. And this is our very last pack. Let's see if we can get some last pack magic up in here. Hopefully. It'd be really cool if we could. And it would also be cool if I could actually get this pack open. There we go. Fire Energy, Krabby, Gloom, Tranquil. Oh my gosh! We just pulled Rainbow Blastoise. Are you kidding me? Oh my gosh. I have no idea how much this is worth, but we pulled it in Chinese. Look at that. We actually did have last pack magic on the N0 Aura. Oh my gosh. But this is probably one of the most unique cards that I have in my collection, because I don't know how much it costs, obviously because it's in Chinese, and I don't think that a lot of people have this over here in the States where I'm from, so that's why I kind of just keep it there. It's one of the last few rainbows that I have in the collection. We were able to pull the Charizard V-Star, and we have some more just random rainbows. We pulled Fluoricide Regular and Fluoricide Rainbow all in the same box, which was really cool. And then we have some of my favorite golds. The only golds that I'm missing out of these is the Garantina and the Arceus. So we're going to try to be hunting those later on. We've got some shiny golds going on. And then we have as well as Galarian Zapdos and Skeledirge, and then we have Jubilife Village as well, and there's a Bidoof in the corner. I really love kind of like the little hidden details. And speaking of another environment card, we've got Path of the Peak, which is my favorite environment card. Why, you ask? Because it's got Snom right in the corner. It's adorable. Look at it. And then we have some more stuff like the special delivery Charizard. We've got the Mew promo from the movie, and then bam, you're hit with more shinies. I remember seeing the Gyarados EX out, and I was like, I have never seen that card before. I'm going to get it. And I think it was only $10 again. We've got some more stuff going on. Radiant Charizard, Radiant Jirachi. We've got Snom, who's Best Boy, Shining Celebi that I got for a really good deal. And on the end, we have some signed cards from Crown Zenith. I actually recently just completed this too because I was missing bead. And then we have the Pokemon Illustrator cards from the contest back in 2022, almost 2 years ago. Can you believe it? All right, that is our third binder. We're moving on to almost a full, complete fourth binder. I'm super excited to show you all this binder. It's probably my most expensive binder. And this is our very last binder. I'm super excited to show this one off. You all have definitely never seen this one before. So I actually doubled down on collecting my third year, and I had one binder my first year, 2 binders my second year. Well, my third year, we've got 4 binders. So let's go ahead and open up some of the most expensive Pokemon cards in my collection. So I'm not really able to show off clips of me getting these because I had to buy a majority of them. And I pulled some of them off camera too, like the Miraidon and the Koraidon. I pulled the Miraidon off camera and I bought the Koraidon. And then one of my favorites that I got while at Techo, which most of these cards on this page come from Techo, is the Blastoise EX with the Vaporeon and the Gyarados in the background. Really cool art. I love it. I think now that the only one that I'm missing, maybe I'm missing 2, the Charizard and the Venusaur. We have my favorite tag team besides the Alolan Raichu and Raichu that I'm trying to get, the Blastoise and Piplup GX. I had it graded, and then I was like, I need it just not graded for my collection. So I actually traded a graded copy for just an ungraded copy. I know that sounds silly, but I'm not really into graded cards yet, so I'm trying to look into graded stuff, and that will probably be the next thing on the channel. So I know you all see it, and it is the most expensive card in my collection. If you have this card, it probably is the most expensive card in your collection right now. The Umbreon VMAX. I paid about $400, $500 for it, and I have seen it go as high as $1,000 now. The Moonbreon that everybody says, but man, this card, it is beautiful. Although I do like the Umbreon V more, the VMAX is still beautiful. I love it. Look just at the moon. Oh, I couldn't even believe it when I had seen the card in person. It was crazy. So next up we have the Leafeon, and we have the Pikachu EX that goes with the Blastoise. And then I actually ordered a copy of Detective Pikachu in Japanese, so I have that promo as well. And then of course everybody knows it. It is the Pikachu Van Gogh. I have seen that they've been restocking a little bit of the products, so maybe the card will come back out eventually if you all haven't gotten the chance to get it yet. But it's really, really beautiful. I know there's a lot of controversy about this card, but it's definitely deserves a spot in the front page on the 4th binder. Moving right along, we have our 151 cards. Wait a minute, that's not right. If you all get this, actually, I did an April Fool's joke, and by the way, that post blew up on Instagram, and I want to thank everybody for their support on Instagram, but I had a wonderful trade with one of my followers, and I was actually able to get the real Charizard EX. I did not think that I would have it in time for this collection video, but I did, so I kind of keep the April Fool's joke propped up in behind here, just as a reminder of how I got it. And yeah, we have the Charizard EX. We have a whole collection set from 151. I was only really able to pull one of the cards by myself, and it would actually happen to be the Blastoise EX. And you can watch me pull that here. Machamp? Oh, are you kidding me? Our first pack. I just got the Blastoise EX. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. My first pack. First pack magic, guys. Oh my gosh. Well, there's Blastoise. Next up, beside the 151 collection, we have all of the Paldean starter cards. The only big major card, once again, that I was able to pull was the Quaxquavel EX card. And we actually pulled that while we were opening up the holiday calendar last Christmas. I do look forward to doing this every year. It's also really fun. I hope that they come out with another holiday calendar. That'll be fun. All right, so there's your code. And then I believe we had the energy on the back. And here we go. Fingers crossed, guys. We're going to start off with Tropius, followed by Great Ball. We've got Hoppip, Makuhita, Gothitelle, Arcabrax, Geicomo. We've got a reverse Pelipper. Oh my goodness, no way. We got a card that we're missing. We got a full art Quack Squabble. Oh my gosh. Another one of my favorite pages. We're still missing a blank card. I don't know what I'm going to put right here. I'm waiting for another big alternative art to hit. Maybe the Blaziken is probably what I'm saving it for. I really want to just put the Blaziken card right there. But then again, I may have another binder video coming or another binder collection coming, and I just think that the Blaziken has to go on the front page just because it deserves that spot. But recently this Pikachu card came out. It's adorable. This one is actually really underpriced right now, so if you can find it, just this regular Pikachu with the Sword and Shield promo. I can't really remember how you get it, but you can buy it for pretty cheap online right now. And then I was missing the Rotom, and I recently bought the Rotom. It's one of my favorites. It reminds me of that Mimikyu and Acerola card. We have the Tinkatink, Tinkaton line, and then we have Goldingo. I was actually able to pull Goldingo, but not Gimmighoul. So, but I love these two cards. They go really well together. Also, but out of the probably the two, probably the Gimmighoul is definitely my favorite. At the last card convention that we were able to go to, while I was hunting, and that's actually where I got the same table that I got the Korean Evolving Skies and the Korean 151. We actually found these really cool Kyogre and Groudon Legends cards, and now I've opened up a new can of worms, and now I have to go hunt all the Legends cards. I saw the Dialga and Palkia too at the table, and I just kind of decided to pass on it because I was already spending so much money on everything else, but who doesn't spend a lot of money on Pokemon when they're a Pokemon card channel? And then moving right along, we have some more alt arts. Chi-Yu is definitely one of my favorites. And I saw this Mew for really cheap, which was really strange. The card's in good conditions and everything. Another highlight that we've got to talk about is the Zapdos EX card. And you all can watch me pull that weird opening here. And here is our second pack out of this tin. So we did already get a hit, but it's a repeat. Come on, we need some type of... Oh my gosh, look at that rare beauty. Wow, okay, maybe I'll consider this a hit. Absolutely no code on this pack. Wow, okay. We're, that's a hit. There we go. All right, and then we've got an energy, sparkling energy. Maybe it's a special pack. Let's see. So here is a Bellsprout. We have Horsey, Nidoran, Abra, Dugong, Hitmonchan, Seeking, Sandslash. Oh, no way. Okay, yeah, this is a special pack. Flipping it over, we have the Zapdos EX card. Oh my gosh. And on the end, flipped right back upside down, we have Jolteon. That was an incredible pack. I am going to highlight that in a TikTok. I can't even believe what just happened with that. Oh my gosh. That was a crazy pull. But yeah, it was really weird. And what I wound up doing is I put the QR code, the blank QR code in the back of the card. So yeah, that was one of the weirdest error pack things I think I've ever opened. I would love to get another error pack for you all and open it up on the channel. It would be really cool, but you never know when you're going to get those error packs. So we've got some Mew going on, and then I kind of have just some blank space left for just regular Vs. So there's actually not a lot of Vs left in this. We've got Charizard over on the side in Chinese because I was able to pull some in Chinese. And then this is kind of where our Vs and EXs, sorry, because EXs, Vs are kind of ending. So this is where the EXs pick up. We have the Kanto starters and the Paldea starters. We've got Good Boy Clodsire in the corner. And then once again, we have some of our older cards. I love the Jirachi EX. kind of mixes in with the new EX cards. We've got a buttloads of more EX cards over here. And then this is where we start getting into some of our cool arts too, like Slitherwing, Snum, Dragonair. All these are really good cards, especially the Meltan and the Reniculus. I've never had to say Reniculus out loud before, so I hope I'm saying it right. We've got some more stuff, and once again, just attention to detail with these cards. Arbok, the reason why I got this card is because it has Toucan in the background. It's so cool. It's like a jungle thing. We've got the Swablu card in a group of Wingull. It's so cute. A giant Joltik on the butt of a Yamper. So cool. And Larvitar eating some chunky chips. Yeah, chunky chips. We'll just put it that way. We've got the rest of our like regular Pokemon cards here. I love the Wiglet. And then more trainers. We've got to talk about some of these. One of my ultimate goal cards was this one right here, Friends in Alola. Now you may notice it's not in Japanese, it's in Chinese, and that's okay. We actually ordered a box all the way from Beijing. It was the 1-year anniversary Pokemon TCG set in China, and I really wanted this card. It was the only way to get Alola and Friends, not at an outrageous price. And lo and behold, I actually have it a part of my collection. Now this one doesn't cost as much, and maybe one day eventually it will. I don't know, because I know that a lot of people don't have it. It's never going to be released in English, but there it is. I mean, maybe one day it will. I'm really hoping that it will. And then right beside it, another repeat, we do have Friends in Galar in Chinese as well. Let's talk about beautiful Iono. Watch me pull her here. I just realized too that there's a Dendra alternative art, and I remember that one going for a ton of money in Japanese. I don't know what it's like now, but that would be a really cool one to pull in English. Pineco, Meryl, Mankey, Delibird, Oranguru, Electrode, Graffifi, Girafarig. Oh my gosh! No! No way! No! No way! Sorry, I just yelled. I wasn't expecting it at all. Oh my gosh! We just pulled the Iono alternative art. No way! There she is! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I wasn't even... On the end we have Hariyama. No way! No way! There she is! Oh, it's so cute with her little snacks, her little Pikachu omelet, and there's the Eevee and all the lattes, and I always thought those were going to be like Paldea versions of Magnemite. I am freaking out. I didn't even notice that that was a Rotom too. I couldn't even believe that I pulled Iono. It was crazy. Just the, once again, detail on the card, the pancakes, the food. It was such an overload when I pulled it, because I was just staring at it, like skimming it, like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe that I pulled it. Another highlight that we're going to look at is Erica's Invitation. Another beautiful card. Very weird, but here's our packs. It does have 6 packs in it, and we're going to go ahead and start with our first pack. Here's the code. So some of the cards that we are looking for today. Erica's Invitation. We still need the Charizard. We still need the Venusaur. And we definitely need the War Turtle, because that's like my #1 chase card. Haven't seen this Geodude before, I don't think. Doesn't look familiar. We've got the Kabuto, Gloom, Dugtrio. We have Poliwag. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, there's Erica's Invitation right there. First pack magic. I don't know what is up with like 151 opening stuff, but I keep having awesome luck. We got Erica's Invitation. On the end, we have a regular Starmie. There's our first hit. I can tell this opening is going to be wonderful. Look at that. That is so beautiful. She's in her garden. Some of my favorite trainer cards are definitely on this card. I can't even believe that the Erica's gone down in price. It's such a beautiful card. Miriam, Marnie, Dendra are on this page. We've got some gaps again because I'm still trying to fill up everything. Tulip from the last thing that I did probably could have went on this page, but it's okay. But we're pretty much wrapping up from here on out. We've got our trainers, and then we've got Pokemon in Trainer 2. Iono. Couldn't even believe I pulled Iono. I was doing just a short of me pulling cards out of the newest set Is it Paldean Fates? Paldean Fates. Gosh, there's so many Fates sets. And I actually pulled Iono. Another card that I kind of really wanted to just show off. It's smaller, I know. We're going to watch me pull the Pikachu. That is really awesome. I was not expecting that at all because Erica's invitation, I mean, I was just like, I'm probably going to have to wind up going out and buying that card because I didn't think I'd get it. But I've been having some really, really weird luck with 151. I don't know if you all saw that short, but I did manage to pull the Zapdos EX. I think this is probably going to be last opening or the opening before, and the Zapdos was upside down, and someone brought up a good point. What if the Zapdos was printed upside down? So, I don't know, or maybe put in upside down? I don't know, but that's a really cool thing to think about. We've got Electabuzz. Oh my gosh! No way! Back-to-back magic! I never thought I'd get the Pikachu. And there it is. I got the Pikachu too. Yeah, I can see why people love these booster bundles. I've never had any luck until now. I love this Pikachu. It is from 151, and it is the same artist, I'm pretty sure, that does Pokemon Cafe. So really cute. I love it. One of my most recent big pulls that I got, and I still need to open up more Temporal Forces, but I did pull Bianca's Devotion. Watch me pull Bianca's Devotion here. But I hope everyone has been doing well lately. I am fully focusing more on shorts. So if you all want to see kind of the shorts, make sure that you're subbed to the channel so you don't miss them. And also, follow me on Instagram. I repost a lot of things, and I post a lot of things on there that I don't post on YouTube. I've been thinking about doing some exclusive giveaways. We've got C-Dot. Oh, no way. Oh my goodness, we've got our first hit, and it is Bianca's Devotion, that alt art that I wanted. Yes, sir. Yes. And on the end, Marcago. That was a very short hunt for her. In fact, that might have been like my #1 card that I really wanted. So let's go, guys. Let's go. Oh, look at the Muna. Adorable. I love Bianca. She's definitely my favorite black and white character. And then the last two duplicates that you'll see is that I pulled Pikachu in Chinese, and then I bought Pikachu in English. We've got some of the last bit of our trainer cards here, and I was actually waiting to do the video to all for Plusle because I was missing Plusle in my collection, so I was like, I cannot do it. My OCD will not let me do this recording without a Plusle. So, and then we have more gaps here, just trying to wait to fill everything up. And last but not least, once again, we have all of our shinies. This is the last highlight that we'll be doing just because it's so cool. Gardevoir EX, it's the same story as Iono. I was basically just doing some shorts, and I pulled Gardevoir, and it was really unexpected. And then, of course, I went and bought the Charizard VMAX from the Westmoreland Card Show. Couldn't even believe that that was the last card that I needed to buy. I think I bought it for about $100, so he's a little expensive boy. He's a big expensive boy. And then we just recently got the Charizard EX10 from Paldean Fates, and then I really wanted the Mew in Japanese, so I bought that at a recent card show as well. We've just got more shinies. We have a repeat Rowlet from before because it's in Chinese. And then here's the last bit of our shinies. Yes, I am reserving that spot for Luxray. We have Drifloon. A little cute story about that is that I actually pulled this card the same day that I found the Drifloon in our Pokemon Legends stream where we're trying to do an all shiny team. Over here in the corner we have the Rotom in Chinese. And then we're pretty much done. We've got just the remaining bit of our gold cards. And then we have some promos that I got from the trade, the same one that I got the Charizard from 151. And in the back, when we recently went to Techo, I had actually am trying to collect a lot of the Southern Island sets. So here's the work on that. And then here is a Japanese Meganium because I think it goes with the tropical island theme. And haha, surprise, we've got one more binder, but it's not full. It's nowhere even near. In fact, it's only got one card on it, and I can't even do a clip of this because I pulled it off camera. So these new Ultra Pro binders are really cool, and they've got like new designs in them. And this is the only card that I have in here, Iron Leaves. That's it. So Iron Leaves will probably move back into the collection if I can pull the, or try to buy the Blaziken from Chilling Reign. But that's it, guys. That is my entire binder collection. If you've sat through the whole video, thank you so much for checking out the video. If you want to support the channel, I am an affiliate of VaultX Pro. I use VaultX to store a lot of my other cards that you all kind of don't see yet, but I probably will be doing a video on that as well. If you want to save money on those products, make sure that you're using code Siezaboo and you can save 10% off on your next VaultX purchase. But thank you all for sticking through the video. I really appreciate it. I am excited to see where year 4 will take us, and we're just going to go from there. If you want to check me out on Instagram, make sure you do that. I post a lot of things on there that I don't post on YouTube. But other than that, that is it. Thank you all so much for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And I'll catch you all next time with more Pokemon card videos. Until then, peace out. Thanks again. Bye.